Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of SpongeBob Now. Today, I will be talking about the Splinter and Slide Whistle Stooges. First, I'm going to talk about the Splinter. Enjoy. The Krusty Krab opens on a seemingly average morning and SpongeBob is extremely happy. He gets the Krabby Patties ready and soon gets an order of 2 Krabby Patties plus an insult from Squidward, which is to no effect. His excitement eventually causes him to accidentally throw his spatula into the ceiling, and when trying to get it out, he falls, nearly being injured by scissors and swords. His spatula saves him from that happening. Upon landing, SpongeBob accidentally trips on tartar sauce. His thumb drags across the wooden floor and rams into a small slab that breaks in half, giving him a splinter that immediately makes his thumb red and swollen. His weak arms keep him from getting it out, and even biting it does not work. The customer that ordered earlier is turning impatient, and the splinter keeps SpongeBob from holding the spatula needed to serve him. He decides to tie it on his nose, but Squidward soon finds out about it and tricks SpongeBob. Squidward then convinces SpongeBob that he will get sent home by Mr. Krabs if he sees the splinter and flushes his hat and spatula down the toilet. SpongeBob begs Squidward not to get him sent home, but is unsuccessful. Squidward also hints that he will tell Mr. Krabs about the splinter. As Squidward gets his full enjoyment about the situation, he and SpongeBob watch Mr. Krabs drive a customer away with his cheap behavior. Anxious that he would be sent home by Mr. Krabs due to his splinter, SpongeBob calls Patrick to get treated for it, who comes in a fake doctor's uniform to cure the splinter. However, Patrick's treatment only ends up with the splinter further into SpongeBob's thumb, making it swell more. Patrick tries to use garbage on it to help stop the swelling, but unfortunately, he inadvertently infects it. Patrick then acts like a fake doctor, saying that his shift is over, as he returns to his normal duties. SpongeBob soon runs into Mr. Krabs and Squidward, the latter having told the former about the splinter, and tries to hide the splinter from them in fear of Mr. Krabs sending him home. When he finally holds his thumb up, Squidward faints at the disgusting image. Mr. Krabs soon sees the splinter, and instead of sending SpongeBob home, he takes it out easily by just pulling it out with his claw, but as Mr. Krabs sees the infected boil about to burst, it seems that only confetti came out. Suddenly, as Mr. Krabs announced the splinter problem has been solved, a big eruption of pus from his thumb comes out to impact Mr. Krabs, who shields himself with an umbrella from the pus stream. SpongeBob is finally cured once the pus had finally dissipated and the big boil had finally shrunk down. His thumb returns to normal pretty quickly. As the episode ends, Mr. Krabs relieves that he almost would have given SpongeBob workers' compensation, having to pay his employees if they don't come to work for whatever reason. Hearing this, Squidward then discovers that he could get sent home early and still get paid by getting injured. Accordingly, he attempts to injure himself with the cash register in order to get his workers' compensation, only to find out by Mr. Krabs that his shift had ended 2 minutes ago, much to his dismay. Next, I'm going to talk about Slide Whistle Stooges. Enjoy. In the beginning of the episode, SpongeBob and Patrick get new slide whistles and are constantly playing them, even outside of Squidward's house, much to the annoyance of Squidward. He becomes increasingly annoyed as they use the slide whistles as sound effects for everything he does, including reading a book, making his bed, and cleaning his toilet. Enraged, Squidward eventually has enough of it and flees his house. This results in SpongeBob and Patrick following him, thinking that he is finally playing with them and ignoring his cries to leave him alone. He has finally had enough of it and snaps. He forcefully grabs SpongeBob's slide whistle and uses it against the two. SpongeBob says that he has an equally better ear for music and soon buys one himself. Squidward then becomes obsessive over it and proceeds to play it around town. First, he scares Dennis out of his wits as Dennis thinks he is being annoyed by ghosts. Soon after, Squidward impersonates a baby and scares Sadie out of her wits, making her see Squidward as a baby assaulter, resulting in the annoyance of many people. Soon, the Bikini Bottomites form an angry mob on the warpath against Squidward as an attempt to arrest him and bring him to justice. Squidward manages to take control over a gasoline tanker truck, destroys the chum bucket and the Krusty Krab all at once, jumps over a row of boat mobiles through a ring of a fire, and drives away from the mob thinking he has escaped. Squidward says that he does not want to stop, but SpongeBob and Patrick appear and ask if he is sure he does not want to. Squidward quickly notices that SpongeBob was trying to warn him that a cliff was ahead, but there is nothing Squidward can do now that he is closer to it. SpongeBob and Patrick stop just in time, but the gasoline tanker truck keeps going and falls off the cliff, causing it to explode, much to the joy of the witnessing town as they see that Squidward has finally stopped. At the hospital, it is revealed Squidward survived the explosion by simply using the truck's secret ejector seat as a catapult 2 seconds before the explosion, but was badly injured from hitting rocks on the way up, and the slide whistle is stuck in his throat after swallowing it when he reaches the other side. And since no one at the hospital has the technology to remove it and it is the only way he can communicate, they leave it on Squidward. The ending shows SpongeBob and Patrick playing around the hospital with the whistles. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Goodbye everyone.